right there. I want to tell all the blockers out there and all the legislatures that are out there and all our current politicians and people like this, there is no in between. You're either going to go down as a traitor or a hero. There's nothing in between this time. Nothing. It's either a traitor or a hero. You don't get to be in the middle. After this weekend ends, they will never be able to play the plausible deniability card ever again. Any of them. Because they're either doing this and lying, or they sit over here and they just don't want to know. They plug their ears, so then because then their moral compass inside, they can lie to themselves and say, oh, maybe there's really nothing out there. If I don't look, I won't have to say either way. But this, what you've seen here, is the cover-up, part of the cover-up. I don't know, 1 million or maybe 100,000, whatever it is, one part of the biggest cover-up of the biggest crime in history. That's what this is.
Absolutely. And, you know, when Cyber Ninja came forward and issued the report, said these files were absolutely deleted, they're lying. They didn't know at the time that our organization, We the People, AZ Alliance, had been surveilling them and had this video. So when it was announced on September 24th at the Senate audit, Andy Biggs called a congressional hearing, and that's what this is. And all of a sudden, their whole story changed because they were under oath and they were caught on camera.
So they changed their tune here.
They absolutely did.
Is it standard practice to delete files off a server after an election?
I would say that it is appropriate to maintain files, and that's exactly what we did. We deleted. The deleted files have been discussed. They were archived.
So you admit that you guys did Maricopa County did delete files off the server after the election?
That are archived.
They didn't have access to those archived files at first. Is that fair to say?
They did not subpoena those. That's correct.
Okay, so you didn't feel obligated to turn that over then to them?
We responded to the subpoena.
Mr. Bennett, your response to that?
I find it frankly laughable to suggest that a county, in response to a subpoena, could say we will delete files from the hard drives and materials that we give to the auditors because we have those files archived on data that we did not give to the auditors when the subpoena said turn over all the records related to the election.
So your Twitter account mentions that the purging of the 2020 election database at the beginning of February is a standard practice. Can you please confirm for me that that's what you do for all elections, after all elections that you do that?
I cannot confirm that for you today, but we can certainly get you that answer, Congressman.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, can you confirm that today or not?
I really can't confirm that either today. I just know that because there is limited space on these servers, when you have to run another election, then you have to make room for the additional election data.
Can you explain to me why data was still present for prior elections on the database in and of itself?
Yeah, again, I don't have an answer to that question, but we'll certainly get you an answer for it, Congressman.
I'd appreciate if you would give me that information.
And I do think that it's important that our recorder has suggested that he will be answering every question in a timely fashion.
That's the same recorder that campaigned that Adrian Fontes was incompetent and called him a criminal, and he was the guy that was running the 2020 election, and you actually hired someone to oversee Mr. Fontes because you guys didn't trust Mr. Fontes as well. Is that the same guy, Steve? Is that the same Stephen Richard?
Yeah, I wouldn't put it that way. Exactly.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
We have to live there.
It's disbelief. Now, wouldn't you think this stuff would be news?